What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone? Happy Monday, happy holidays, happy almost New Year. And thank you for joining us today. I know for a lot of you, you might be at work, you might be on a break or a holiday. So thank you for taking the time to hop on with us today.
Let us know where you're joining from in the chat. We're excited. We're 7 days out from the Fresh Start Challenge. Let us know where you're joining from. Let's see where we at. We got...
I see Oregon. We're in California, for those that don't know.
Sunny California. Little Rock, Arkansas. Shout out, shout out. Let us know where you're joining from in the chat. We're going to let some more people get in, but we're super excited. We got a lot to cover in a little bit of time.
Oh, yeah.
Jakai's over there wondering what's going on.
Eating snacks. He's great.
He's good. He's good for right now. So
life is good.
We'll let some more people come in, but we're excited, man. We're excited.
Yeah, so again, we are 1 week out from our Fresh Start Challenge, which is our New Year Challenge. So today we'll talk about how to join, all the information, and what we have in store for you all, and then we'll open it up to ask a few questions as well. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's shout out some people real quick. We got Columbia, South Carolina. We got Maryland, New York, Atlanta, London. What time is it in London? Like 6 o'clock? Evening,
yeah.
Later?
Yeah.
Houston, Texas. Shout out my hometown, Houston, Texas. What's up? The Caribbean. Minneapolis. What's up? What's up? We got people from all over, so we're super excited. Drop in the chat. Let us know if you're already signed up for the challenge. And if you don't know, now you know the signups are open. They have been open for a couple weeks now, but now's the time to get signed up. So we'll get into how to get started, how to join the challenge, and then everything you'll need for the challenge as well.
Oh yeah, all right. So if you haven't seen already, we are doing a Fresh Start 2026. This is our third Fresh Start, fourth?
Think this is year 3.
Year 3, our third Fresh Start Challenge. And the reason we named it the Fresh Start Challenge is we don't want it to seem like you have to start over at the beginning of every new year, right? The holidays are busy for most people, but that doesn't mean that in January you just have to start over. Some people might be starting over, and then that's totally okay too. But what we want to do with this challenge is give you a fresh start into the new year. We don't want the 6-week challenge to feel like, oh, 6 weeks and now I'm done and I'm in shape and that's it, right? We want this to be almost like a kickstart into whatever your goals are for the new year, whether you're looking to lose weight, build some muscle, just get into shape, or just follow a program for the first time. I think with this challenge, we see a lot of people that say, I just want to commit and actually finish, which is a huge goal in itself too. So whatever your goal is, we don't want it to feel like at the end of the 6 weeks, that's it. We want this to be at the end of 6 weeks, you feel empowered to continue on for the rest of whatever your goal is.
And confident too. I think confidence is a big thing, especially when following a program. A lot of you may have never followed a program before. You just kind of piece workouts together. So this is going to give you some structure. That's what we kind of see a lot of people struggle with, especially in the comments of our YouTube videos. A lot of people struggle with what workouts to do, how many times to do it. So this challenge is going to give you an idea of what a good structure looks like. It's not necessarily going to be, it's not one size fits all. You might want to tweak some things to kind of make it work for you, and we're going to give you some guidance to do that. But the structure will allow you to stay consistent. And if you're staying consistent, you're going to reach those goals. So again, we're excited. This is a 6-week program. I'll just go ahead and get into it. There will be 2 different programs that you can join in 2 different platforms. So I'll go into the programs. The 2 programs are a follow along only. So if you just love our follow along workouts on YouTube, this will be structured as such. So every day, this is 4 days a week. So it's not every single day, but we're going to give you some guidance if you want to add some days, some active recovery days to do on your own. But this is 4 days a week throughout the 6 weeks. And this will be follow along style. So just like what you see on our videos, you click a button, follow along to the video. And the good thing about it on these platforms that we'll get into is ad free. So you can go all the way throughout these workouts without interruption, and you'll be good to go. The second way to join is our circuit training. So if you don't know what circuit training is, it's based on sets and reps. This is how we'll be doing the challenge. This is how we train. This is a little bit more tailored specifically for those people who have been training for a while. If you kind of go to the gym and work out, this probably how you train.
Yep.
And you can kind of dial in and be more specific with your goals with circuit training. So you have two options. You can kind of mix and match if you need to. We do recommend trying to stick to one if you can. But if you try the circuit training and you realize it's not for you quite yet, you can always fall back to that follow along and vice versa.
Yep, and the circuit training program also has one follow along day a week, which is a cardio day as well. And then also, like you mentioned, it is 4 training days a week. And a question that we've been getting a lot is, do you have to do it Monday through Thursday? Absolutely not. There are people who they can only, like, the 2 of their biggest workout days are Saturday and Sunday because of work schedule, right? So you can do this program however you need to. If you want to work out Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, take those days in between to rest, absolutely. Or like he said, you can add in additional days if needed, and there'll be a guide to help you do that. So if you're looking to build glute strength and you want to add in an additional glute workout to make it 5 days a week, you have the structure to do that as well.
For sure. So there will be, we'll just go ahead and get into ways to join.
Yep.
Okay, so there will be 2 ways to join this challenge. They'll be on 2 different platforms. One is a one-time purchase, so you only have to pay one time to get access to the challenge and signed up. And the other is subscription-based. So let's go over the first one. The first one is a one-time purchase. Right now, you can join the challenge for $35. I know you're probably asking, $35? What do I get with this challenge, right? You get access to both programs, and this is going to be on a platform called Solin, right? This is going to be more than worth your money, I promise you. You get both 6-week programs, you get a community feed, you get exercise
and you keep the programs for life. Once you purchase them, they're yours, so you can repeat.
That's worth it in itself.
Yep.
But you get exercise demonstrations showing you how to do each of the exercises. If you're doing the circuit program, you get descriptions, you get the nutrition guide, and what else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing some other things.
Both of the programs you meant, the training guide.
Exactly.
Yep. I think the biggest thing is the community feature. That in itself is very inspirational and motivational if you're someone who, especially if you've never, if you've never followed a program before, like you mentioned, it's nice to see some inspiration in there, or even people will drop in nutrition tips, or there are days where you may not feel like working out and someone leaves in a testimony in the community and you're like, you know what, that inspired me to get up and go do my workout. So all of the people in the community will be doing this exact challenge right along with you.
For sure. So you get all those features to kind of help you get through the program. And like you said, that community feed is huge for motivation. Even we're in that community feed looking at all the posts. It's inspiring to us. Believe it or not, we struggle with motivation too.
Absolutely.
So seeing all of you get your workouts in on a daily basis helps us stay motivated. So it's just a cool place to be if you want just that inspiration on a daily to get your work in. But if all of that is not worth it to you, Solin is fine. I wish I had an air horn on here. Solin is sponsoring up to $100,000 in cash prizes. So you will have a chance to win cash. This is not a drill.
I believe the grand prize is $50,000. So you have a chance to win $50,000, and then the rest of that $100,000 is split up into $5,000 and $1,000 prizes, which is also huge as well. So
just basically, Solin is a platform with a lot of other creators who are hosting challenges. So basically, the winners of each challenge will be chosen as a pot, and Solin will choose those winners at the end of the challenge. So again, this is 6 weeks. What you can control with how you can win is just following the program, right? So that's what we want you to prioritize, just really being consistent, following the program, and honestly, the results will speak for itself. So really focus on your training and let everything else do the work. But again, if you need more of an incentive, there will be cash prizes up to $100,000. The grand prize winner will get $50,000. So that's honestly worth it.
Huge, absolutely. And then the second way to join is on our Juice and Toya app, which we've had for 5 years now, so you're probably familiar with that. The Juice and Toya app, like you mentioned, it is subscription based. So every year when we do a challenge, we have people say, I don't want a subscription, which is totally understandable. So there you have the one-time purchase option if you don't want a subscription. If you do want a subscription based option, this is $14.99 a month or $99 annual. So that in itself, like he said too, just like with Solin, there's so much value that you get for the $14.99 a month. You have also the community feed, just like you do on Solin. We have a nutrition guide and recipes within the app as well. But one of the biggest things I think is huge in the app is you have the ability to message us one-on-one. So if you have a question throughout the challenge that's more specific, something that we may not cover in like a live like this, for example, like my knees cave in when I lunge, or I feel my back when I do a deadlift, like you can send us a video of your form and we can help you assess on how to maybe help fix that form, or just different things throughout the workout that are a little more personal. You have the ability to message. It's literally us answering you one-on-one. So that's an option with the app. Again, you also have both of the programs, the follow along and the circuit program. So you get both of the programs as well. What else am I missing? Oh, live streams. We'll be doing lives. We'll be doing lives throughout the challenge as well. Like you mentioned on Solin, there is a grand prize of $50,000 and up to $100,000 in prizes. On the app, we will be doing weekly different prizes. We've got a lot of different prizes in store that not only are helpful to your fitness goals, but they're things that we use literally every single day. So things that just more of an incentive to applaud your hard work. Yeah. Like, again, it's something, the program and reaching your goals, that in itself is huge, but prizes just make it a little more fun throughout.
Of course.
Throughout as well. So
again, every single week we're giving out prizes, and then there will be 2 grand prize winners on the app of $1,000, which is huge. And if we've had $1,000 win last year, she won and she was ecstatic. So we're super excited. But we can get into some questions real quick. That's pretty much the basis of everything. Again, all of the information is down in the description. So again, if you want to sign up on Solin and the app, you can do both. Have a chance to win both. As long as you're working hard, you will be in the pot to win. So that one-time purchase is down in the description. And to join the app right now, we also have a special on the app. You can get the annual subscription for $75 for the whole year. And once you get that price, you're locked in forever. Because the price will be jumping up after January 1st. So lock in on that price before it goes up. But if you want to lock in on that annual subscription, we suggest you do that ASAP. The annual subscription discount is annual 2026. So ANNUAL 2026. So you'll input that whenever you check out. And I do want to mention that if you're not already on the app, there is a 1-week free trial. So again, we start the challenge in a week. So you have a week to check out the app, see if it's right for you. If you don't like the app or you don't think a subscription is right for you, then you also have the option to do the one-time purchase on Solin, where you can still do the challenge right along with us, but not be locked into a subscription. But if you do use that annual discount, it will not allow you to use the 1-week free trial. So keep that in mind. If you're using that discount for the $75 annual, it won't allow you to do the week trial first. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding as well. For sure, for sure. So that's pretty much the basis of it. And then we also made a YouTube video covering everything you need to know. So even if you want to see a demo of how it will look on the app, you can check out that video. We have that on our channel, the Fresh Start Challenge video, going over everything. So plenty of resources, and also on our website, if you want to know the difference and look up what's the difference between Solin and Do It On Juice and Toya app, we have those sort of breakdowns for you too as well. So drop some questions here in the chat. Okay, we're gonna go over some little details, but drop any questions that you have about the challenge. I know I just seen one. What about meal plans? We don't do specific meal plans. I mean, if we had 2,000, 3,000 people sign up for this challenge, it would be impossible to create a meal plan for everybody. And as you can see, we have people in Oregon, New York, all over the place, and people eat different foods. So we'll be doing you a disservice if we gave everyone the same meal plan. But what we are doing is providing a very kind of generalized, but it kind of helps you decipher how you want to approach your nutrition. So a nutrition guide, we'll be providing a nutrition guide on the app. If you've done our Gym Strong program, it'll be similar to that nutrition guide, just to kind of help you know what to focus on and how to be consistent with your nutrition. And when it comes to nutrition, it's obviously honestly a bigger part than the exercises when it comes to specifically building muscle, losing body fat. The nutrition is going to be key. You could do every single workout and not lose weight if your nutrition is not on point. However, we don't want it to seem like it has to be so daunting and like you have to starve yourself and do all these things. That's not it
at all. And that's why we provide a guide and not a meal plan, because if we give you a meal plan, what happens after the 6 weeks? Are you going to eat like that the rest of your life? No, right? It's not sustainable. So we want to teach you how to approach your nutrition to reach specific goals, but make it sustainable for you and still incorporate foods that you enjoy. Or if you have kids and you can't cook these gourmet meals every single night, right? So just teaching you how to approach your nutrition in a way that works specifically for you so that you can stay consistent even beyond the 6 weeks. So.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get into some questions. Do you offer demos of the alternatives, like if I can't do lunges? So there won't be like demos within it, but within the description of each exercise, we do have exercise alternatives for you to do.
Or modifications.
I'm sorry, for you to do. So for example, if you can't do those lunges, we would probably suggest a split squat or some sort of lower body movement to kind of help you out with those lunges. And again, on the Juice and Toya app, if you are doing this on the app, that's a prime resource to really just message us and say, look, you can even message us before the challenge starts and say, look, I struggle with lunges, I struggle with squats. What are some things, if they're included in the challenge, what are some alternatives that I can do?
Or how can I do a lunge? We could even, it might just be like my knee hurts when I do this, and it could be a quick form fix.
For sure. So that's a huge resource that a lot of people utilize on a weekly basis. So get ahead of the game. If you want to join the app, ask us a question in the app and we'll help you out with form questions or give you some modifications if you need it, if you have some limitations.
Yeah, that's a good question. Are both courses video follow along? No, so if you came in late, we broke down, there is a circuit and a follow along. Juice kind of mentioned or went over what the circuit training is. So we're gonna put this video on the channel so you can watch it after, but one is follow along and one is circuit training. Are these workouts with modifications for those of us who are pregnant? So I wouldn't label this. Everything in the workout I did when I was pregnant. So I could say that this is generally pregnancy safe. However, pregnancy safe is going to be different for every single person. So for example, at the end of my 3rd trimester, I had to stop doing lunges because of how Jakai was positioned and it specifically caused this pain. But that doesn't mean that every person who is pregnant has to stop doing lunges, right? So when it comes to working out when pregnant and making modifications, that's really going to be very specific to your pregnancy. If you're able to still do these exercises without any pain, without any discomfort, then it's completely pregnancy safe for you. Where I would say the modifications come is more so going to be things like sit-ups and crunches, which there's not very much of in the program anyways when I'm thinking about it. And so there might be a few core exercises depending on where you are in your pregnancy. 1st trimester, you might be able to generally do it, but second on, if you are that far along in your pregnancy, those are things you might need to modify, and you can modify those with other core exercises that are comfortable for you to do. But otherwise, they're all pretty much functional strength exercises like squats, deadlifts, shoulder presses, things like that, that are generally safe for pregnancy to do.
I would say this program is pretty beginner friendly. So if you're not very familiar with working out, if you're kind of new to it, honestly, our workouts, we try to make, especially the follow along workouts, we try to make them easy to follow. That's kind of our motto when we try to create these videos. So if you love our YouTube workouts, it's pretty much the same format if you follow along. So again, a lot of baseline movements, a lot of foundational movements that'll kind of help you get into some more advanced stuff. So big question that we got, on your app, will you be able to cast it to a TV? Yes and yes. So on both platforms, whether you're doing the follow along workouts on our app or on the Solin app, you will be able to cast it to a smart TV, right? So I know it's like if you're looking at it on your phone, like trying to work on your phone, it can be hard. But yes, you can cast it to your smart TV.
Yep, and then there was another question above that asked if they'll all be on YouTube. So not all of the workouts that are in the challenge are all on YouTube right now. And I will say, if you are having trouble casting it in the app casts out a lot of updates. So if you ever find that something is glitching, first try updating the app. There's updates all the time in the app, and if it's not updated, a lot of times it can glitch. And then second, if you do run into things like that, definitely send it to support. They're really good about, if there is a bug, fixing it quickly, and a lot of it is because there's a lot of updates. So definitely shoot over a message to support if you run into those things. But good question, not all of the workouts in the challenge will be on YouTube during the challenge. They'll be placed on YouTube probably later
over the course
the year.
of time. Some of them we honestly might not put on YouTube, and honestly, this guy over here, he made a surprise appearance in one. He was just not having it one day, and we literally worked out with him. I was holding him the whole time. So you're gonna see some fun videos.
I actually want to say something to that point too. I think a lot of times, especially on the YouTube, we had one comment that said, he's not or you used him for show. And I just want to remind you that we don't have a nanny, we don't have a babysitter. Like when we film these workouts, he's usually probably behind us in the playpen. And so we make do with what we have. And that day, we were almost done. We were almost done. And so for us to have paused, we do the workout while we're filming it. It's not into pieces. So if we would have paused, we would have had to start the whole thing over, and we don't have that time. So just keep in mind when you see his head and you see these things, we're doing our best, I promise.
Also, we film multiple videos at a time.
Yeah.
So we do like 3 workouts. We film 3 workouts at a time. So a lot of these videos you see during this challenge, we might honestly look tired to start some of these videos because we just finished 2 before that.
Yeah.
But again, we give our best effort. And this is also why we encourage a lot of you to go a lot heavier than what you might see in our videos, because if we were to do 1 video, we would go a lot heavier in some of the videos. But since we're doing 2 or 3, we do just kind of moderate amount of weight. So really challenge yourself. If you see Toya using 20s, go to 25s, go to 30s. If you see me using 40s or 50s, feel free to
80s.
Go. Okay. Use 80s.
Challenge yourself.
Use 80s if you got it. But to that point, you will need dumbbells. Dumbbells are required for this challenge. So if you can, it's not too late. If you need some extra dumbbells, if you want to try to go a little bit heavier, now's the time to make those orders to try to get you some heavier dumbbells. That way, again, this is all about progressive overload. You want to kind of progress that weight over time. You don't want to use the same weights. If you're using the same weights, you're going to have the same results, right? So try to challenge yourself with this challenge and go a little bit heavier.
This is a good question from Deidre. I've been doing your workouts for 2 years, 4 days a week. How will this program help me make additional progress? I'm so glad you asked this because I meant to bring this up earlier. If you've been doing the follow along workouts, especially consistently for 2 years. First of all, congrats, that's amazing to be so consistent. But this is where I would honestly challenge you to try the circuit training. And the reason I say that is the hardest thing about following any program really is staying consistent. And if you've already been consistent like this for 2 years, 4 times a week, that's hard to do. So you've already established that routine. Doing the circuit training program is the only way to do progressive. You can't do progressive overload with the follow along, right? And so if you add in some progressive overload to what you've already been doing, I promise you, you're going to see some results in strength. You're going to see some results in muscle. It's just going to change the way that you're training. A lot of the follow along workouts, you're doing them one time, right? It's no repeat. So there's only, let's say there's 40 seconds of squats. There's probably only going to be squats in there one time. Some of them we repeat it and you do it 2 times. With circuit training, you're doing things 3 to 5 sets. So you're getting a lot more reps and time under tension when it comes to these exercises. So to be honest with you, I would give a circuit program a try. And then if, like he said, if you don't like it or you're like, I can't do it or whatever the reason is, you know you can be consistent in the follow along. And so you have both options there for you. But if you've been doing the YouTube workouts for a long time, you've built that consistency, I highly, highly recommend giving the circuit program a try to really level up your training.
Yeah, that's a good question. Another good question, will you be offering video chats with you other than the messaging on the app? I saw that might be mentioned. Yes, we will be opening up some times for consultations. These are paid consultations. If we did them for free, we wouldn't have any time left. But these are paid consultations, and we will open up some times probably going into this weekend for you to book those. And again, the consultations will be beneficial for those of you who just have a lot of questions, because a lot of the questions that we get, especially in our comments, are very specific. And for us to be able to appropriately answer those questions, we need a lot of information from you. So the consultations are helpful for a lot of people to really let us know what their journey is like, what they struggle with, what they're currently focused on, what their goals are. And the more information that we have, the more specific answers that we can give you. So if you feel like that's something that you can benefit from, definitely get on the app and try to get access to those consultations. And we will try to open up the times, the different days and different times of the day. It is difficult, again, with our little one. So sometimes you may get both of us. Sometimes you may get Toya or me. And if you want someone specific or want to request someone specific, you can do so as well.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Oh, I saw one. Is the app available on Google Play? Yes. So again, if you click the link, you don't even need to open up any App Store, Google Play, anything.
Right,
just click the link, and regardless of what platform you're using, where you are in the world, click the link and it'll take you where you need to go to download it. Because again, there's also people from all over on the apps. There's so many different platforms, payment options, etc. So just click the link. That's the easiest way to access the app.
For sure. Will there be options to use barbells in the challenge? So that's a good question. We're not going to specifically show those different variations that you can do, but if you're pretty familiar with training and if you want to follow those same movement patterns, you can use whatever weights that you have. So if you have a barbell, if you have kettlebells, even resistance bands, right? You can kind of implement some of those things into these workouts. And I want a lot of you to look at these workouts as a foundation.
Yeah.
Right? You can add to it, like add to the program whatever you want. This is just a foundation just to kind of build on, right? So that's a good question. Yeah. Again, if you got kettlebells laying around, if you don't have dumbbells or whatever the case may be, feel free to use those throughout the challenge.
Absolutely. Yeah. Will you do a circuit training video for YouTube? So this is another great question and something we've toyed around with. The thing with circuit training, again, it's based on sets and reps, right? So let's say you've got 3 sets of 10 squats. His pace at 10 squats might be different than my pace at 10 squats and different than your pace, right? And so it's hard to do a full workout of circuit training on YouTube because when I'm done with my 10 squats, you might be on 4. He might have been done for 30 seconds, right? So everyone's pace is so different. It would be hard for you to follow the workout. But what we have thought about doing is when we do some of these live workouts, doing a circuit training so that you can see how it's broken down and you can do the workout with us as best as it'll work. But it's something that we've been toying around with. But as far as like full workouts of circuit training, this is why it's hard to do progressive overload with the follow along, because you can't follow along to us with sets and reps, right? So this is why we always recommend doing that circuit program to get some progressive overload. But something we'll try to figure out how you can join in on a circuit training at some point.
Yeah, a pretty close example of the circuit training, which again is still based on time, is our EMOM workout.
Yeah.
So if you want to go check out our EMOM workout, a lot of you love the EMOM workouts, go check that out. It is based on sets and reps, but it's within a certain time frame. And the only downside to our EMOM workouts is if you need more rest in relation to the amount of weight that you're using, you're kind of limited, right? So if it takes you 45 seconds to do that set and you only have 15 seconds of rest, right? It might be counterintuitive. So again, try out circuit training. If you're new to it, try it out for a week. If you don't like it, we have a lot of people say, look, I tried it, I just can't get into it, or I don't think I'm ready for it, and they go to the follow-on. And that's totally okay. The biggest results that you'll get from this challenge is following something and being consistent with it, and that's whatever program is going to allow you to do that.
Exactly. And if you are new to circuit training, again, use that messaging feature. There's so much in circuit training. You're going to have questions, and I don't want you to feel like any question is a dumb question. It's something that's new, especially if you've just been following follow along. So please use the messaging feature. Ask us questions on your rest breaks, how to do the circuit. We'd rather you ask and feel like you're doing it right than get frustrated because you can't figure it out when you're really committed to doing it. So
yeah. Are there any plans to do BOSU balls in the workout in the future? Unfortunately, I'd have to say no. But if we get a lot of requests and if BOSU ball workouts start to get popular, honestly, we'll find the need to do so.
And they're like swimwear.
For sure. But yeah, we try to do workouts that there's a high demand for. So I know a lot of you have been asking for kettlebell, and we've been getting a lot of resistance band workouts too as well. So we're going to try to include some of those, especially in the new year. But that's a good question. If you do need some BOSU ball exercise recommendation of workouts, let us know in the app. You can message us on the app and we can kind of give you some ideas.
Yeah, and always send us your suggestions, because like you said, if we start to see a lot of the same suggestions, then
we put it together. We put it together.
Cool.
Cool. How did you get into workout and how do you stay consistent? Honestly, the best way to stay consistent, and anybody watching this, the best way to stay consistent, the number one way, is to have a goal and to have a program, right? The program is going to basically be laid out for you. All you have to do is show up every day to this challenge, and everything is laid out for you. And if you do have questions or do need to make some modifications, we're here to help you.
Yep.
And then also on the Solin challenge too as well, you don't have access to that one-on-one messaging. But again, people in the community will be helpful to you as well. So if you have any questions, they might honestly answer your question before we see it. Before we even see it and get to it. So that's the beautiful thing about doing this challenge on both programs is the community feature. Everybody's doing this together. We all want to see each other win. So if you feel like you need that motivation or need that help, everybody's going to be willing to help you out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, these are all really great questions. Again, it's a lot of information, and it can be intimidating, especially if you're new to doing a program or a challenge. And sometimes I think the word challenge can also seem intimidating.
Scary.
It's a program. It's just a program. And the challenge is honestly just we're all doing it together and there's prizes involved. Otherwise, look at it as you're staying committed to a program. And again, we will be here to help as much as we can, but also, like he said, that community. There are people who've probably done all the Fresh Start challenges with us so far. So they may even know an answer to a question that you have, and like he said, they may see it before we do. So it's a group effort, and we're excited. It's one of the biggest challenges we do because I think just that energy going into a new year for everyone. I know it's cliche, but everyone has their goals. It is, you know, I see posts sometimes that are like, don't write any resolutions and it's just another day.
Man, write your resolutions.
Yeah, write your resolutions. If it makes you happy, if it helps you, you know, like do what is going to help you be consistent, like he said, no matter how corny the internet makes you feel like it is. Do what helps you, do what makes you, if you don't want to write resolutions and you're like, it's just another program, whatever helps you stay consistent. So,
So that's pretty much all we got for you. Again, sign up links are below. 2 ways to join. Join as a one-time purchase on Solin. Right now it is $35. It will be going up to $50 and on January 1st. So try to lock in that price and get in right now. Get into that community. There are people already posting within the community that are super excited. And then also on the Juice and Toya app, $14.99 a month. Try it out for a week free. We'll give you 7 days to try it out. If you don't like it, you can join elsewhere. But also that price will be going up as well in the new year. So take advantage of the links down in the description right now to get discounted prices on both ways to join the challenge. You do not want to miss this. And I would hate for you to miss out on the opportunity to not only transform your body, but to win some cash.
And have some fun with us. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I promise you. There's going to be cash prizes. There will be prizes that are not cash prizes that are also great. So I'm excited for it. And again, if you are joining on the community, on the app or Solin, introduce yourself. Let us know what your goals are. There might be somebody that has the same goals as you and they're like, let's keep each other consistent, you know. So again, we're excited. We'll be going live again on Thursday. Is that January 1st?
January 1st.
Yes, Thursday. We'll be going live again on Thursday. So if you think about it between now and Thursday and you have more questions, join us then. If you end up joining in the app, make sure you send us a message with any questions. And on both platforms, Solin or the app, hit that community feed. So. All
right. So with that being said, we're going to feed our son some lunch.
Myself. Yeah, we're all hungry.
But again, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Hit us up in the app, and we'll be happy to help you. Go sign up right now. Right now, go get it.
Sign up and have a great start to the rest of your week. Can you turn this off?